The surprising connection between strong legs and a healthy brain. The secret to aging with dignity. Have you ever wondered why some people reach their 90s with a sharp mind and others lose their memories so early? What if there was a simple way to drastically reduce your risk of dementia? Would you believe me if I told you that the answer might be in your legs? Welcome to the fascinating world of the connection between body and mind, where recent scientific discoveries are changing everything we knew about brain aging. While many seek solutions in expensive supplements or experimental treatments, researchers have found a surprising link between leg strength and brain health. This revelation is transforming how we understand aging and offering hope to millions of people concerned about cognitive decline. We're about to reveal why your legs may be the key to keeping your mind sharp for decades. The strength in your legs today can determine what your memory will be like tomorrow. Let's get started. Dementia, the silent time bomb that threatens your independence. Dementia is one of the biggest challenges we face as we age. For a long time, it was believed that losing memory was simply a natural part of aging. Many still think that every elderly person will inevitably develop Alzheimer's or some type of cognitive impairment. This fatalistic view, fortunately, is being challenged by new scientific discoveries. Dementia is not an inevitable fate, but a condition that can be prevented or delayed in many cases. When we talk about dementia, we're referring to a progressive loss of cognitive functions. This affects memory, reasoning, problem-solving ability, and even aspects of personality. For those who experience or witness this condition, the impact can be devastating. Imagining losing not only precious memories, but also your own identity is one of the biggest fears associated with aging. The impact of dementia goes far beyond memory loss. It robs you of the essence of who you are. But what if we could change that narrative? What if there were simple, affordable, and scientifically proven ways to protect our brains? The good news is that recent research is revealing promising avenues for maintaining our cognitive health. Interestingly, one of these paths is literally under our feet. The relationship between leg strength and brain health is revolutionizing our understanding of dementia prevention. This discovery opens a new chapter in combating cognitive decline, offering renewed hope. Later on, we'll reveal exactly how this connection works and what you can do today to protect your brain. Are you giving your legs the proper attention? The answer may surprise you. Revealed. The mystery of dementia that everyone fears and few understand. What causes dementia? Is it possible to reverse dementia? What happens to your brain when you develop dementia? What are the consequences if you don't prevent dementia? The secret of 80+, how active seniors defy fate. There are inspiring examples of seniors who defy all expectations about aging. A lady of almost 87 years maintains a more active schedule than many young people. She participates in tango classes, memory exercises, and is rarely at home. When her children call to invite her to a program, she often replies that she is busy. Only on Sundays does she have some free time in her busy schedule. This vitality is not a mere matter of luck or privileged genes. It is the result of conscious choices and habits cultivated throughout life. Reaching old age with mental and physical health is a privilege granted to those who have invested in self-care. Many who complain about the weight of aging may not understand that the alternative would be not to have gotten there. Those who did not reach old age fell by the wayside. Aging is a privilege that should be celebrated and prepared. When we ask healthy seniors what their secret is, they rarely mention miracle drugs. Instead, they talk about staying active, socially connected, and mentally engaged. They treat the body as a temple and the mind as a garden that needs constant care. There is no magic pill that can replace movement, socialization, and continuous learning. Science confirms what these vibrant seniors already know intuitively. The body and mind are inseparable. The secret of healthy octogenarians is to never stop, never give up on learning, and never accept limitations as definitive. They show us that it is possible not only to add years to life, but life to years. What can we learn from these models of vitality in old age? Much more than we imagine. The secret weapon against aging: your own legs. Why do some people do weight training even after the age of 60 or 70? The answer goes far beyond vanity or aesthetics. Keeping the body functional is a matter of dignity and independence. When we exercise, we are not just shaping muscles, we are ensuring quality of life. Weight training, especially for the lower limbs, prevents osteoporosis and strengthens the body as a whole. This allows us to continue carrying out everyday activities without relying on outside help. The ability to carry one's own body firmly and safely is essential for autonomy. Imagine being able to stand up on your own, walk without fear of falls, climb stairs without excessive effort. These skills, which many young people take for granted, are daily achievements for active seniors. Every step you take firmly today is an investment in your future freedom. The functionality of the body transcends aesthetic issues and touches on deep aspects of identity and self-esteem. Feeling capable and independent fuels a positive cycle of physical and emotional well-being. When the body responds well to the commands of the mind, a sense of confidence is established. This confidence, in turn, encourages more movement and more physical activity. Bodybuilding, seen from this perspective, becomes a tool for empowerment and not just an exercise. It's a daily declaration that we're taking control over our aging process. But what few know is that the benefits go far beyond muscles and bones. There's an amazing connection between your legs and your brain that can completely change your perspective on exercise. Surprising discovery: the connection between your legs and your brain. Groundbreaking research has revealed something that is transforming our understanding of brain aging. The more strength you have in your legs, the lower your chance of developing dementia. This finding establishes a direct connection between lower limb muscle health and cognitive preservation. It is not just a causal correlation, but a causal relationship with solid neurological foundations. The researchers found that the muscle activity of the legs sends powerful signals to the brain. These signals stimulate the production of neuroprotective substances that keep brain cells healthy. In addition, leg exercise improves blood circulation, ensuring that the brain receives essential nutrients. The impact is so significant that some experts already consider strength training for legs to be neuroprotective. Every squat performed today can be a memory preserved tomorrow. This revelation brings hope to people of all ages, especially those over 60. It's never too late to start working out your legs and reap the cognitive benefits of this practice. Even people who have always hated lower body exercise now have a powerful motivation to reconsider. Markers of functional ability, such as standing and sitting dexterously, have become important indicators of brain health. This simple test can reveal a lot about your chances of keeping cognition intact as you age. If you can get up from a chair without the support of your hands, you are on the right track. If you encounter difficulties, it is a sign that you need to strengthen this vital connection between legs and brain. The question that remains is, how will you use this information to transform your brain health from now on? The two hidden senses that can save your mind. You probably learned in school that we have 5 senses: sight, hearing, touch, smell, and taste. What few know is that we have at least 7 senses, including 2 that are crucial for brain health. Interoception is the sense that allows the brain to monitor the internal state of the body. When you feel an undefined malaise, it's your interoception working to alert you to internal imbalances. This sense creates a constant dialogue between the brain and all the systems of the body. Proprioception, on the other hand, is the sense of spatial location of the body even without the aid of vision. It's what allows you to walk around the house in the dark without tripping, knowing exactly where each piece of furniture is. It's also what makes it possible for your brain to accurately calculate the force needed for each movement. These invisible senses are the silent guardians that keep your mind connected to your body. When you walk on an incline, your brain automatically adjusts the muscle power it needs. This refined communication between brain and muscles depends directly on proprioception. Silence and mindfulness are key to fine-tuning these senses and strengthening this connection. The more you exercise your muscles, especially those in your legs, the more sensory information you send to your brain. This constant flow of information keeps the brain areas responsible for movement and cognition active and healthy. It's as if each step taken strengthens not only the muscle, but also the related neural circuits. A fascinating discovery that leads us to completely rethink the relationship between physical activity and mental health. What is your body trying to communicate to your brain right now? Are you listening to or ignoring these subtle signals? The invisible power. How your body communicates without you realizing it. Our body is a dazzling machine, capable of feats that no artificial intelligence can replicate. Silent communication between different systems of the body happens constantly, without us being aware of it. When we take 2 steps in either direction, the brain instantly calculates the force needed for each muscle. This millimeter precision is the result of millions of years of evolution and adaptation. We are truly extraordinary beings, equipped with very sophisticated internal communication systems. The brain and muscles converse in a language of electrical impulses and chemical messengers. This incessant conversation ensures that every move is executed with maximum efficiency and safety. When we exercise our body, we are actually stimulating and strengthening this vital communication. Each exercise is a conversation between your brain and your body that can last a lifetime. The musculature, especially that of the legs, serves as an antenna that transmits crucial information to the brain. The stronger this musculature, the clearer and more powerful the transmission of neuroprotective signals. This explains why physically active older adults maintain better cognition even at an advanced age. Muscles are not just tools for movement, they are organs of communication with the central nervous system. This integrated view of the human body is revolutionizing the way we understand health and aging. We can no longer treat the body and mind as separate entities, as they are aspects of the same integrated system. The health of one directly impacts the health of the other, in a delicate balance that we need to preserve. So how can we strengthen this communication and ensure that our brain stays young for longer? Why artificial intelligence will never replace this perfect machine. Many fear that artificial intelligence will eventually overtake and replace human intelligence. What these fears ignore is the incomparable complexity of the human organism. No machine, no matter how advanced, can replicate our body's intricate communication network. The interaction between proprioception, interoception, the muscular system, and the brain is virtually impossible to reproduce artificially. Artificial intelligence can simulate cognitive processes, but not the embodied experience that defines our existence. Our ability to feel, move, and think simultaneously is what makes us truly unique. The human body is not just a vehicle for the brain, but an integral part of the system that generates thought and consciousness. This holistic view challenges the idea that we can transfer the human mind to a computer. True human intelligence is born from the perfect union between body and mind, a symphony impossible to replicate. Artificial intelligence could only completely replace humans if we decided to give up our own existence. As long as we maintain our curiosity and our desire to learn and evolve, we will remain irreplaceable. Proprioception, this sense of body position, is closely linked to our cognitive ability. To maintain this ability, we need to continue moving our body consciously and purposefully. That's one of the fundamental reasons why physical exercise, especially for the legs, is so important. The muscles of the lower limbs have a direct connection with brain areas critical for cognition. The more we strengthen this connection, the more we protect our brain against age-associated decline. We are only beginning to understand the potential of this approach to prevent neurodegenerative diseases. The revolution of the third age, working out to never forget. Old age is being completely redefined by new scientific discoveries about brain aging. We are no longer doomed to accept cognitive decline as an inevitable part of getting older. Working out your legs is not just an aesthetic or mobility issue, but a direct intervention in brain health. All seniors, regardless of their current age, can and should incorporate leg exercises into their routine. Of course, it is essential to adapt the exercises to individual conditions and always with professional guidance. Even people with reduced mobility can perform adapted exercises that stimulate the leg muscles. The important thing is to maintain regularity and gradual progression in the intensity of the exercises. The benefits go far beyond dementia prevention, including improved mood, sleep, and overall quality of life. Every leg exercise session is a dose of preventative medicine for your brain. This is a revolutionary news that should be on the front page of every newspaper. The simplicity of the solution contrasts with its potentially transformative impact on public health. Imagine how many families could be spared the suffering associated with dementia. How many billions in healthcare costs could be saved with this preventive approach? The connection between leg strength and brain health represents one of the most promising discoveries of recent decades. It's a commitment we should all make, to let go of laziness and strengthen our legs. This simple habit change can literally save our brain and preserve our identity and memories. But how to incorporate this practice effectively and sustainably? Are there specific methods that facilitate this journey? The transformative method that is changing the lives of the elderly. Pilates emerges as an excellent option to strengthen the leg muscles, especially for the elderly. This method works not only on strength, but also on flexibility, balance, and body awareness. For tall people, who naturally tend to shorten with advancing age, Pilates offers additional benefits. The exercises can be easily adapted to emphasize strengthening the lower limbs. Pilates works with progressive resistance, ideal for those who are starting an exercise program. In addition, it is a method that respects individual limitations and can be customized for each practitioner. Pilates instructors can adjust the exercises to focus more effort on developing the leg muscles. This balanced approach provides benefits for the entire body, including the cardiovascular and respiratory system. Pilates not only strengthens your muscles, but reconnects your body and mind in a profound way. Regular Pilates practice can significantly improve proprioception, that sixth sense we discussed. This creates a virtuous circle. Better proprioception leads to more precise movements, which in turn strengthen the brain-muscle connection. This enhanced communication is exactly what we need to protect our brains against cognitive decline. Pilates can be practiced at any age, even by people who have never exercised regularly before. The results are usually noticed quickly, which serves as motivation to continue the practice. In addition to Pilates, regular walking, dancing, yoga, and Tai Chi also offer similar benefits. The important thing is to find an activity that is pleasurable and sustainable in the long term. Consistency, more than intensity, is what really makes a difference when we talk about neuroprotection. The secret to longevity: keep your curiosity until your last breath. A curious mind is a young mind, regardless of the chronological age of the body that houses it. Curiosity and the desire to constantly learn are outstanding characteristics of people who age with vitality. Declaring herself a curious and learner at the age of 80 is an attitude that should inspire all of us. Wanting to learn always until the last moments of life keeps the brain active and engaged. People who remain intellectually active are much less likely to develop dementia. Combining this intellectual curiosity with regular physical activity creates powerful protection for the brain. Imagine reaching the last minutes of life still able to marvel at new discoveries and ideas. Being able to say, "Damn, I hadn't thought of that. How interesting." Until the end is a privilege reserved for the curious. Curiosity isn't just a personality trait, it's a protective shield against cognitive decline. The way we live determines the way we die. This is a profound truth that deserves reflection. If we live with curiosity, openness, and engagement, we are likely to die in the same way. If we live closed, resistant to change and new learning, this pattern tends to remain until the end. The good news is that we can choose how we want to live each day from now on. We can decide to be more curious, more physically active, more engaged with life. We can strengthen our legs not only to walk more steadily, but to protect our brain. We can cultivate the habit of continuous learning by keeping our minds flexible and receptive. These seemingly simple choices can literally transform our aging trajectory. The knowledge we share today has the power to completely transform your view of aging. We are no longer at the mercy of a predetermined fate of cognitive decline and addiction. We have in our hands, or rather, in our legs, a powerful tool to protect our mind. Imagine what it would be like to reach 80, 90 years old with mental clarity, independence, and joy of living. Imagine being able to continue learning, exploring, and marveling at the world until your final days. This is not an unattainable fantasy, but a real possibility, supported by solid scientific evidence. The secret is in the movement, curiosity, and determination to never stop evolving. Your brain and legs are inseparable partners on the journey to dignified and full aging. From today, every squat, every walk, every Pilates class takes on a new meaning. These are not just exercises for the body, but direct investments in the health of your brain. Commit yourself to strengthening your legs, not out of vanity, but out of love for your mind and your independence. Cultivate curiosity as if it were the most precious of treasures, because it is. Question, learn, marvel at the small discoveries of everyday life. It's never too late to start. It's never too early to prepare. The future of your mind is literally in your steps, in your legs, in your movement. And always remember, we die as we live, so live with purpose, curiosity, and movement.